Oh my god. Thank you, Ilian. Thank you. Thank you, Super. For all the meat. Holy shit. How are you? How's everybody? How's...
Isabel!
Oh god, why? No! Who did that? Ginger, why? This is not the peaceful return that I had hoped for, but it is the one that you have bestowed upon me by the power of might and also magic. Well, hello to you too. I gotta get like a peek around here. The mice missed you too. I see that. They definitely did. Anyway. Hello, Super. Congrats on getting first. Hello, Cheshire. Sockman, I'm sorry you didn't make it. You didn't make first. So close, though. Also, hello, Ilya. Thank you so much for the resub. 12 months. You're one of my longest subscribers ever. Fuck yeah. Like, you might be like the longest? Question mark? I'm not sure. I'm not playing any favorites. But you have been here a long time. Hello, Jay! It's so good to see you! Obviously, hello, Jixie. You were here before I even started streaming. Hello, Greg. Thank you for the meat and everything else. And for the Greg. I am long, but not that long. Yes, a mice hat. Come on, get out of here. Why do they stick around for so long? Like, what are they hoping to accomplish at this point? They've made their attack, and now they should just get out of here. I'm just gonna very briefly catch up on chat if I can. How's the music? Seems a little bit louder than it should be. I just got surprised by the attack meat. I hope everyone's day is going well. Yeah, just a healthy sprinkling of hair mice. Hello, Madriff! Oh, my classmate wanted to be here. Well, thank you for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your class. Don't let me distract you. Focus on your whatever you need to. I'll be here later, or in a VOD, or on another day. Everybody, always take care of yourself first. Unless it's like... I was gonna say, unless it's like an emergency. You're a week ahead, hell yeah. Yeah, the mice love me. Sure. It's definitely what they're doing up there, is loving me. Not trying to stab my head with their little swords. Which I think... Who gave the swords to the mice? Which one of you did it? One of you did. But hello, everyone! Thank you so much for the swords of love. For the warm welcome for me coming back. I know I kind of came back yesterday, but kind of didn't. Whistles innocently! I knew it. I knew it was you. You were the first one who said justice for mice. I knew it was you. That's a confirmed fact. I rewatched that part. With the mice. Don't look at me, swords are a dragon's arch enemy. True, true. Along with, like, theft. If someone took all your gold, what would you sleep on? That'd be like someone stealing your bed. Alright, let me put on some chiller music than this. Not that I don't love this, magical girl theme that somebody made for me. Well, I say somebody made for me. I paid for it, but... We're happy that you're taking care of yourself. That's what's important. Yay, thank you. I definitely am now. Yeah, and I don't know how much everyone wants me to get into anything, but I am gonna go ahead and add... Where is it? Oh, I know you're here somewhere. Are you not? Oh, maybe it's not on the chatting screen. Psh, that is not the trigger warning, but sure. Apparently I changed that. Can I spell? Is it sensitive like that? I don't know how to spell. Sensitive, thank you. I knew it was wrong, I just didn't know how it was wrong. There we go. All blood red. You scare people away. That's right, if you're new here, warning! Warning, warning, warning! Ah, red! Be scared, run away! So silly potato, what's the topic of the day? I don't know. Where I was, what happened. I mean, it's not like a big deal. Right? But I feel bad because... I don't know. Because that's how I'm programmed to feel. So yeah, obviously everyone knows I took a week off about, and then was like, oh, I'm gonna come back, and then didn't? At least didn't yesterday, or the day before. And, you know, a lot of this has been said before, you know, it's not entirely new for me to be like, oh, you know... Oops. I was trying to delete this stuff. You know, for me to be like, oh, I gotta change my sleep schedule, or, you know, things haven't been going super well with whatever. But I feel like except for my vacation, I haven't taken that long a break since I had my last, like, I don't want to call it a mental breakdown, but mental urgent need for some time off. We'll put it that way. Yeah, so really I have a breather, yeah. I have issues with not just sleep. Like, I tell people all the time that it's like, oh, it's insomnia. The insomnia is kind of secondary. In fact, I don't have what is called primary insomnia. Yeah, I went on a vacation, exactly. Although, you know, a vacation because of, like, mental issues. So, yeah, what was I saying? So it's not like primary insomnia, where it doesn't have, like, a root cause. It's actually a couple things, like, I don't know, how much does everyone want to listen to all this? That's another thing, too. I'm like, I could just, like, gloss over it. We're gonna play Galgun 2 today. Because it's like, you know, it's like a Valentine's Day kind of game, right? I know it's my stream, but you're human beings. And I want you to like me. And enjoy the stream. And I don't want you to be like, I'ma go. I'm not gonna say I've never done that. I've turned up to somebody's stream and it wasn't somebody I knew really well. But they were like, you know, they were talking about something in their life, and I'm like, you know what? I'm here to have a good time, so I'm gonna go. You know, I dread my life and waking up the next day to responsibilities to the point that I stay up super late. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do... Center! There, that way... I feel fresh. Fresh. Feel fresh. Yeah, that way if people want to share their own stuff, they can. Mr. D, yeah. Thankfully, I caught it. Okay. So, Alright, this music is not putting me in like a chill talky mood. It's too bubbly, too distracting. I'm gonna find something. Let's see. Deep focus concentration. Music. Oh, that's cool. Hello, Crazy! Welcome, welcome! How are you? Probably brighten the red so it's more visible. I'll just make it big. Yeah, this is not even lo-fi, it's just like very ambient. It works though. It means there's something in the background, but it's not distracting me. I'm doing okay, just waiting on food to get here. How are you? Very... something. Definitely not bad. Pretty good, pretty good. It's like a combination of the two, right? It's a combination of like, okay, and good. Because as much as I'm like, I don't know, scared to come back when I've been away, or if I feel like I've let people down or something, when I do come back and y'all are here, that means a lot to me. I wouldn't say melancholy. It's like how do I put it? It's like bad, but forced to accept the fact that I'm not actually like bad. That makes sense. Because I'm upset about stuff that I shouldn't be. And so it's kind of like pointing that out into my head. Thank you, Crazy. I know they're not, Jay, but I know. I appreciate you saying it, but it doesn't stop me from thinking it anyway. So the reason I have insomnia, and this, keep this in mind down here. Almost brooding. Yeah. That's probably pretty accurate. Stop shooting over yourself? I don't believe I've heard that. Yay! Oh my god, that reminds me. Thank you, Crazy, for the heart. I just realized my Yay, thank you. I just realized my bot is not on, for one. Is it not working? Is my bot thing dead? You already have a copy of it running. What? I do? Oh, there we go. It just took a long time to load. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, it's not working! Oh no, it's not. Why is it not working? Oh no. Shit. Right click is not working on it? Alright. Well, I could just click them, I guess. Hello, Mr. Otaku! Welcome, how are you? How's it going? I'm very slowly doing a thing. Because, oh my god, this sucks. Wait, what the hell? It's not doing... What is happening? Why is this... Hold on. Okay. So it's working. There's just something wrong with the app. I will have to... I'll definitely have to restart this later. For now, though, just bear with me. I'm disabling all these redeems. Because I kind of feel like they're maybe a little out of place. I can't even tell what... Is that good? There we go. That's good. Like, I don't mind a few hearts, but everything else I'm just gonna disable for now. But yeah, hello everyone, if I missed you. So insomnia. Or quote, insomnia. A better way to put it would be a very strong desire to not sleep. So it's not so much that I can't get to sleep. I mean, that's part of it. Part of it is like a physical inability to sleep. But a lot of it is a mental not wanting to sleep. Okay, I'm actually going to turn this back off. And turn that off. Unwillingness, yeah. Or... fear? Almost? Maybe not fear. It's whatever fear turns into. When it's been too long. So... yeah. So it's that. And we'll break that down a little bit too. That fear comes from, let's see. First is nightmares. I have nightmares all the time. And they wake me up. And they're usually, I don't know, pretty upsetting. They're not always the same, which means it's not like, oh, it's that, you know, that same thing again that sucks, but you can get over it or get used to it. Nope, they'll change. They'll change to all different kind of, you know, all just every type of unpleasant or horrible thing. Usually involving me and my dad. And then, so that's one reason, is I don't like having nightmares. I don't like waking up to nightmares. Another one is, it's kind of like, it's this learned behavior that if you are awake during the day, you're expected to do things. Whereas if you're awake during the night, like way into the night, you're not. Nobody has put like an expectation on you to do anything because they're not awake. So if you can manage to mostly make it to where you're only awake at night, nobody is around, then you don't have to worry about the consequences of being awake when people are. Yeah, so that's what I would do a lot. I did that a lot as a kid. I would stay up super late. And I mean, like, sometimes all night. Because somebody would not be around to punish me for not doing something that I was told to do, whatever it is. Usually something mundane. Dishes was a big one, laundry, cleaning my room, weeding the walk, cutting the grass, whatever. So yeah, so without someone around to punish you, you can mostly do whatever you want. And the cool thing was also that if you worked hard enough, meaning if you applied yourself to being awake at night, right? If you went, okay, I'm gonna stay up all night and I'm gonna do stuff that I want to do. I'm gonna play video games. I'm gonna, I don't know, make myself fluffernutter sandwich, whatever. Then that's fine. But what I also will do is I'll work like crazy to do stuff that people don't expect for me to do, right? So I'll spend like 2 hours going like absolutely crazy with like cleaning the kitchen or cleaning my room or, you know, whatever type of thing. That way, when someone gets up in the morning, and I've already been asleep, probably. I probably would fall asleep before anyone got up. And there's no need to wake me up. Because I've already done something. Maybe it's not the thing that someone asked me to do, but I've done... Oh, it's like, oh yeah, let her sleep. You know? Oh, I did all that? She could just sleep, it's fine. Because if you didn't do that... if you didn't spend the night doing that, well... probably weren't gonna stay asleep. Probably gonna be woken up in whatever way was felt appropriate at that time. Whether that be, you know, yelled at, dragged out of bed, a glass of water thrown at you, or more than a glass of water, ice water, a pitcher of water, belt. You know, so that became a thing, you know, over years of time of having, you know, the same routine. It became a even more ingrained behavior. Yeah, like being judged way too much, exactly. To avoid being up when everyone else is. Work lurk! Thank you, thank you, Kyra. Thank you for coming by. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your work. I hope you have a great day. So yeah. So that became that ingrained behavior. And the reason for doing that in the first place, you know, for not wanting to be up during the day was, I don't know. How much do you guys want to hear? You're not my therapist. So every day was give something to do. What do? We don't go to school. It's homeschooled, in quotation marks. So I never went to a public school ever. Not even. I mean, I was physically in one, like when I was a teenager, helping with stage play or whatever. But I never. Not a day of being in a class at a school. And we were taught at home, I think. We had like school hours, but it wasn't all the time. It wasn't like strictly every day. It'd be like, I don't know, 3 days a week or something. And that really only lasted until, I would say, like, after, like, middle of middle school, something like that, right? So it's probably, like, 6th grade, something like that. I don't know, it's hard for me to judge. Anyway, so we weren't doing anything. Most of the time, we weren't doing school. Because my mom would teach us, and she didn't really have the time. She would much rather... She had bipolar also. So, if she was in a stable-ish mood, she would be willing to do it. But then when she got depressed, she wouldn't want to. And then when she got manic, she wouldn't want to. She had like a million projects that she wanted to do instead. So she would spend all her time doing those things. Anyway, so it'd be like, okay, we'll give them something to do. And that was like, you know, like I said, it was like cleaning the kitchen, doing the dishes, shampooing carpets, cleaning the bathroom, you know, lawn stuff. Working the shop was a big one. My dad owned a bookbindery shop that I worked at from a very young age, probably like 6 till, I don't know, 20 something, 23. It wasn't like full time. It wasn't like, you know, 8 hours a day as a 6-year-old, but whatever. It's not really important, is it? So yeah, he would be home all the time too. He owned his own business, so it wasn't like, oh, you got 8 hours a day to avoid the watchful eye. Nope. Always there. So every day, except for Christmas, your birthday, Easter, Thanksgiving, stuff like that, 4th of July maybe. Holidays where, you know, the family's coming over, or we're going somewhere, or, well, it's your birthday, so you get to do something else. Other than that, every day you'd have something you'd have to do, or multiple things you'd have to do, and that would be like your focus for the day. And I don't know where it started. I don't know when I stopped doing whatever was asked of me. Probably just as a kid. Probably just I was, you know, 6 or 7 or however old I was, and just didn't feel like doing stuff, you know. I wanted to play. So, you know, I would do chores sometimes, but a lot of the times I didn't for whatever reason. Bipolar probably didn't help. If I had some type of mania back then. So you'd be tasked with doing a thing, and not doing that thing meant punishment. I think it started probably somewhat mildly. You know, it was probably like you misbehave and you like just sit in the corner, right? So you'd sit in a we had like a coat area. You know, it's like got like 3 walls. So you'd sit in the corner and just stare at the wall for, I have no idea. It might have been like 10 minutes. It always felt like it took for fucking ever. It might have been an hour. I have no idea. And then, yeah. So it would be something like that. And then eventually it was like physical, but not as all that bad. It'd be, you know, like hand spanking, you know, through your pants or whatever. Not that big of a deal. Not good, obviously, by any means, but definitely not seen as something that's like, oh my god, how could you? At least not back then. It was common. Probably heard about that stuff like on television or whatever. But obviously that doesn't work, right? That didn't make me a better person. It didn't make me a better kid. It didn't make me more obedient, which was the point. God, I had heard the word obedient so many fucking times. So you have to progress, right? You have to push it farther. So the next thing is shit. I guess the next thing was the belt. And that was like the thing. And that progressed on its own. You know, it was started out with, you know, like I said, just a couple mild ones over the pants. Sometimes you couldn't even hardly feel it. You know, sometimes it was more just like I don't know, maybe putting the fear into you that it could have been worse, rather than actually causing pain. But a lot of times it wasn't that. A lot of times it was plenty hard. A lot of times it was, take the pants down. And then sometimes it was that, and then some not great aim, or if you're wearing shorts, get you in the back of the legs, right behind your knees. Man, that hurts. That hurts a lot. And it would sting for a while. You'd get like a welt, you know, little You know, it looks kind of like the top of a fence, right? Got like the little point at the end. You know, didn't do the loop thing, the loop strap, where you get like a little bit of like slower speed or something. Nope, it's the full end or whatever. And that's on the controlled days. You know, that's the calm days. The calm, rational, doing what God wants you to do. You know, and those days were, so yeah, it was your do whatever you were told to do, and then, you know, very often, and I don't know how often, I don't know if it probably wasn't literally every day, but it felt like it. There would be a timing to it. So it would be like you got up, you ate breakfast, you know, whatever, and then the workday would begin. And for my dad, I mean, and it'd be like, okay, Emmy, today I want you to do all these dishes. Okay. And then, you know, like an hour later or something, why didn't you do the dishes? You know, I don't have an excuse. So it's belt. And then, you know, later, again, same thing. You know, an hour later. Belt again. And then even that got to the point where it was like literally scheduled. Where it would be, okay, you have to clean your room. That was a big one. Cleaning my room was a big one. That was probably more of that than anything else. Because, man, we were fucking messy kids. Well, there was like 6 of us. I lived in the same room with my brother, so it was definitely not clean. But I'd be like, okay, you have to clean your room today, and I'm gonna come back every hour. Not an empty promise. Happened. So all day from whenever we woke up, probably like 9 in the morning, you know, until probably like a break for lunch, I'm not sure. And then a break for dinner. And then you go to bed at, you know, 9 or 10. So you got a good 12 hours or so in there. Maybe longer, 12, 13. Every hour. So, as you can see, just from that alone, that meant days where people were around. Not really something I wanted to be conscious for. Because, you know, if I was passed out, what can you do? If I was so sleepy that I couldn't be awake, you know, if I would be like picked up by my arm and just like collapse back on the floor from exhaustion, what are you gonna do? Can't do anything. Let her sleep. And then, so that was the scheduled type, and that was, you know, again, not really like a, oh, that probably happened a couple times. Like, no, I think that was every day that I can remember, other than holidays. So I ended up loving holidays so much. I loved Christmas. my birthday. That also meant, of course, that you would be given like gifts, you know, because my parents made a decent amount of money. You know, we weren't rich, but we were definitely like middle class, maybe slightly higher. So we got stuff. I had lots of stuff. We got a ton of stuff for Christmas because that's how you knew that your parents love you. They weren't saying it with words. They weren't showing it with actions, at least not on a daily basis. At least not other than, you know, we wouldn't feed you otherwise. If we didn't love you, do you think we would let you live in my house? Oh, thank you for the hug. So... yeah, no, they shouldn't. No, they should not. You know, and that's to say nothing of the angry days. Where I don't know. Or you do something that's like particularly, you know, bad, like not just not do a thing you were told to do, but actively do something bad, like, I don't know. Hello, Gopnik, welcome! Let's say when the anger was uncontrolled, if it was like spurred on by something, you know, if you ran and hid, if you said something back, if you dodged, you know, then you just get the wild swings. So you get the hands, the arms, neck, the face. And then occasionally it would be something else other than the belt. And I knew, I could tell that even that was almost too much. There was a, we had this, it's like a fiberglass rod that came from a box kite. You know, it was like part of a box kite. So it was this really strong, pretty flexible rod that's like, I don't know, it was probably like 2.5 feet long. That thing. Good fucking God, that thing hurt. So that was like a special occasion one. And man, if you thought the belt left welts, because it did. Hello, Thunderbird. Please read the text. Just so you know. Yeah, so it wasn't just like, oh, it's a red mark. It would be like, wow, that's like the size of my fucking finger on the back of my leg now. Are we in the fields tonight? I wonder what my psychiatrist will think when I tell her I have an appointment with her tomorrow. And I'd be like, yeah, I talked to people on my chat for like, who knows how long. Oh, I'm no stranger to this stuff. Too many people. Too many people aren't. So, yeah. That. All that. It definitely created this, you know, system of feedback where you can't do anything wrong or you'll be punished for it. There are expectations made of you that you can't fail ever without punishment. And that's just physical. Like, obviously that was one parent out of two. The other one wasn't exactly helping. You just got the mental punishment from the other side. But like, if you cared about us, why do you want to live in squalor? Nobody should have to live like this. As if it was, you know, it's your 10-year-old's fault, right? That your house is messy. Yeah, you're not the parent, right? No. Not easy to open up about trauma, especially not this kind. Right? I do wonder what she'll think. I mean, it's my psychiatrist, so it's like the doctor one. So, who knows? I should probably just be like, do you have an actual therapist yet? And I don't, because they retired. And then the next person was like a god-awful, I hesitate to say crazy person, but I'm gonna say they definitely had their own issues that they probably needed to attend to before being a therapist. So, yeah, so it's all that. And then, so that coupled with the opposite side of that, right, is the if you push yourself to do something way beyond what's expected, right? So, you know, your parents have, you know, they leave during the nights sometimes. They go for a movie and dinner. They'll go to, we used to have an auction place that they would go to once a week. And various other things, bowling. They went bowling every week for a while. So if you would apply yourself during those times and do a whole bunch of stuff, you know, way more than was expected of you, because I would be like, I want to see the floor clean when I get home. Then you did a whole bunch of stuff in that amount of time and made it like a real surprise. Then you would get some kind of affection even. Like it wasn't just not punishment. It was like you could actually see like some kind of pride in their eyes. So it made it kind of a thing to always work for. Is what's the thing that I can do that will make people proud of me, that will get people to say, wow, Emmy, wow, that's awesome. Rather than just say nothing because you did the thing that you were supposed to do. And guess what? You didn't, you know, you didn't get sent to your room without dinner until 10 p.m. And spent the rest of the day eating bread and milk. Of course, none of this sets you up very well for the rest of your life, does it? You know, you're a sheltered weirdo. So when you go to have friends, try to make friends, you know, they like you initially, I guess, or pretend to, you know. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, hello, Mr. MK. I'm sorry. This is your first time here. It's okay, you could go. You don't have to be here. But obviously you're allowed to be. Hello. So yeah, so you try to make friends, and of course... I don't know what we're talking about. My childhood. Hello, Meta. Why I'm, disappearing sometime? No, I'm afraid it would not be appropriate, JC. I should probably actually hide that. Just to be sure. Are they even on here? Yeah. Hide. So... yeah, so I would make friends with people, quote unquote, make friends with them. And other than my best friend, who some of you have met, at least maybe some of you, I don't know. He hasn't been on in a while. His name's William. I met him when I was 11, and he was also homeschooled. And I don't know what else happened in his life regarding that, but he was homeschooled. You know? So he was much in the same kind of boat that I was, which is serendipitous because he was literally like my neighbor. Like he moved in like at the house, the neighborhood, like at the end of my yard. Yeah, which by the way, we had there was a neighborhood at the end of the yard, and that's where like our sandbox was. And there was like kids over there that would like throw rocks at us and call us weirdos. Well, maybe we were. We didn't deserve to have rocks thrown at me, but... So yeah, so I made friends with people in the neighborhood there, and then people moved in next door or across the street. Became friends with them. We also had a school next to us. Like just a couple houses down, there was a high school. Obviously not as a kid, but as a teenager, I probably met a few people there. And became, quote, friends with them. Until for whatever reason, they decided they didn't want to be friends anymore. And I don't know why. One of them I went over and his dad answered the door and was just like, "Don't come over here anymore. You're a horrible influence. I don't want to see you here." And I don't know, I had been friends with his kid for like almost a year probably. Thank you, Thunderbird. Thank you, Super. And I don't know why, and I never saw him again. It was somebody that I was hanging out with like a couple times a week for a long time. So I don't know if he did something wrong and I got blamed for it. You know, like this is Emmy's why I did this. I know. Never got the story. Another one was... Hello, Alice! My neighbor, who I had been friends with, not as good of friends, but still, I would maybe hang out with him like once a week or something. And just at some point, they said the same thing. It was from them this time, though. They were just like, "Don't come over here anymore." I, again, had no idea why. You had the craziest dream ever. It was super dark. Yeah, we have we have a lot of dark dreams going on. And, yeah, sure. You're welcome to share. Well, anyway. But basically that had the same type of effect, where I felt like I had to live up to some kind of expectations that I didn't know existed. And I would try to be a good friend. Like, I don't know why these things happen. It wasn't like, oh my god, I was a horrible person and I knew it. Yeah, sorry if you're not subbed, you'll have to watch an ad. Sucks. That is a long dream. I'm reading it. I'm probably not gonna read it out loud, but... I'm surprised you're able to, like, remember all that. Hello, Hal! Welcome, welcome. How are you? It's a bit of a somber tone today. Anyway, kind of lost my train of thought. It happens. That's probably a side effect of, it's either lead poisoning or PTSD or both. Even now I just don't have friends. People ghosting are just not... Who'd have thought it would happens a lot, yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I'm so... invested in this. Invested in what I'm doing. In trying to make VTubing work. You know, because it's not just like, oh, I want to make money. You know, I'm not like, oh, this seems like a fun job to have. You know, I mean, obviously it does. Yo, that's pretty dark, Alice. Not gonna lie, that's pretty dark. Oh, thank you, Al. But yeah, that actually is kind of like one of the things that I'm wanting to let people know, that it's not just that I want to make money doing something, you know, something like streaming, it's that I kind of have to. Because I don't have anything to fall back on, really. I've tried a lot of stuff in the past, you know. And some things have made money sometimes, but they've never been like a job. Because I can't really deal with people. I'm scared of people. Gotta get back to work and I'll return home in an hour. Okay, thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of your work. Bye-bye. You know, because of all that, you know, I've never really had people in general never really treated me very well, so... And I don't know what it is about jobs. Oh, wait, never mind. I was about to say I don't know what it is about jobs. Of course I do. It's about criticism. So if I feel like I'm doing something where I'm being criticized or doing something wrong, I get like a panic attack and just kind of have to like run away. And of course, if I'm streaming, if that's my job, I can do that. Streaming, I can be like, I'm feeling really whatever. I'm just gonna go, end the stream early. Sorry, I'll be back again later. Or just be like, oh, sorry guys, I have to skip the stream. But when you do that at a job, when you go, I have, you can't just be like, well, you criticized me, so I'm gonna go. You have to be like, oh, I'm feeling sick. And that would be what it was. It would always be like, oh man, I'm really not feeling good. My stomach is killing me, or oh, I just went and threw up. Something like that. And leave work early. And generally I would not come back, because usually I'd be doing that because something happened. Either real or imagined in my head. I just realized this fan art thing's not even scrolling. It just says the one thing. What if someone criticized you on stream? It wouldn't really matter, because you're not... It's about criticism from someone who's above me. Like, obviously, as a whole, I'm worried about, quote chat or quote my viewers liking me. But any one person, it wouldn't really matter. It would have to be if I feel like I'm letting everyone down. Seem a lot better dealing with those assholes on stream too. Oh yeah, it's generally not a big deal. For just like one person who's not, like a boss. Yeah, thank you, Super. Oh, I'm so sorry, Madriv. Hello, Cryptid. Thank you for the hug. Thank you for the hug, Mr. Otaku. Hug everyone, yeah. So yeah, because of that feeling of being judged and having panic attacks, I mean, it progressively got worse too. Like, my first few years of working were okay, in a way, because I would be excited about like showing people what I can do. I'll work really hard and everyone would be like, wow, Emmy's such a hard worker. That's crazy. But then it would get like just progressively worse as years went by, to the point where I couldn't really take much criticism at all. Even if it was just like something simple, like, oh, those things don't go there. Like if I unpacked a box of, DVDs or something and put them all where I thought they went, and someone was like, oh, I said to put those over there. Yeah, just go ahead and move them. To me, that was like enough criticism. Thank you, chat.
Chat donated $20. It's not much, but know that we will not let you fail this.
Oh.
We love you, Emmy, and you deserve to feel security in that.
Thank you. I really hope that that's true. Yeah, so I've had many jobs. I think if I had to... I did list them all at one point, a long time ago. Like, probably in, like, 2012 or something? I was applying for disability, and they had me put like all my previous jobs, and it was 50. It was exactly 50 back then, back 10 years ago probably. So I haven't had as many since then, but I'm probably at like 60 something. And only one job ever I did not leave from like a panic attack. And that was a seasonal job at GameStop. It was just 3 months during Christmas, which oddly enough, Christmas time kept me busy enough and kept my bosses busy enough that it didn't matter. There wasn't any opportunity for me to do anything wrong. I mean, I probably would have left it eventually the same way, but I just thought that was funny. Strange tug of war for me because I would like to have friends, but then feel like I have no business being in their life, and I just hate that. Yep, I feel that it's very difficult. You know, so it's that. It's trying to do something that I feel mostly comfortable doing. I ran away from it at first because I had a couple not opportunities. I had a couple occasions where, you know, I had scheduled a stream and then didn't feel up to doing it, and then told people I didn't want to do it, and then did the same type of thing that I did at every job, where I was like, oh, I'm letting people down. It's better if I just disappear. And I started streaming in August of 2021. And in October, I kind of just disappeared. Just stopped streaming for a month. And then I came back because I was like, I want to do this. I want to try again. For whatever reason, I gave up on it, but I didn't. Or I left, but I didn't give up on it completely. I had to look up APD, and then it's some heavy shit. What's APD? Avoidant personality disorder? Yeah, that's what I have. Does it say that I have that? Oh, it probably says it in the About page. Yeah. So, yeah, so I came back to it, and over the next, year, it became... Other than, obviously my marriage, that's like the biggest, I can't, there's no comparison, honestly. Everything about my marriage has been just incredible. Oh my god, the music ended, that freaked me out. But other than that, this VTubing has been the best thing that's happened to me ever. Like, literally ever. Before I started doing this, I hadn't had, like, a friend other than, my wife and my best friend, who I don't really see because he lived in Germany for a long time, and he lived in California. He lived in various other places. He hasn't really been around since he left for college, which was like 2004, I think. A lot of people don't open up about shit like this, but I'm so happy you are doing it. Thank you. I am too. It's like I want people to understand. Like, it's so hard for me to feel like I've let someone down, or like, not saying that you the people that you guys feel that way, but I feel like you feel that way, so I like being able to say why stuff happened. So yeah, so I hadn't had a friend in like 10 years. There was a couple people that I would like talk to at, I used to play Magic the Gathering like once a week. And so I would talk to them a little bit, but it was inevitably like I wouldn't let anyone get too close. And by that I mean like if they wanted to spend time with me outside the store, no. If they wanted to go like to a restaurant or hang out with them at home, it's just like panic attack and I can't do it. And like every other thing, that too, the even just going and hanging out there became a thing that I couldn't do because I had these people that well, they gave me like a job, kinda. I was doing like work for them. I don't want to get too specific about it because I don't want to dox myself. But basically, there was like a project that they wanted me to do that I started to do for them, and then for whatever reason, I stopped doing it. Like I think I felt like it wasn't working out how I wanted to, and I felt bad about it. But I had already like spent the money they gave me. So I couldn't pay it back because I didn't have a job. So I just kind of like stopped showing up. And eventually I paid them back, you know, but kind of the damage to my willingness to go back there had been gone, so I stopped doing that too. But no, oh no. Shut yourself in your house and stayed there. Yeah, if I wasn't married, that'd be me. Absolutely. Oh, I hope you're doing better, Madriv. It certainly sounds like it. My recent ex were really toxic. Yeah. It's really hard, right? The misery loves company. And just stopping the cycle. That's why I'm not having kids. Oddly enough, me and Nyx were that way. We were, like, damaged people damaging each other. But I don't know why, for some reason, we didn't give up on each other at any point. We didn't say, like, I'm done. We just worked on ourselves instead. Like, we did less and less fighting, more and more trying to understand one another. And that, you know, brought us into... That was when we were engaged, and then... or dating, or whatever. And then once we got married, it was kind of like, well, that's what we have to do from now on. Like, we're gonna fight every now and then, because of course you do. Nothing you can do about that. But we fight to get better. All the time. And... It's honestly pretty awesome. So... yeah. But of course you can't fix, you know... You can't fix what's wrong with me, so... That's still... all my other problems still persist. If you look up avoidant personality disorder, I think it even says that those people with APD want to be in society. They want to interact, but can't. And that is me. That's entirely... We live in a society. It's true. We do live in a society of some kind. You know, so I'll want to talk to people or spend time with them, but I'm too scared of them. You know, and this gives me a very good way of, you know, interacting with people in a way that's comfortable. You know, I don't have to worry. You can't, like, get to me physically. I don't know everyone directly, so if someone said something mean, it would just be like, well, you don't really know me. And I don't know. A bunch of asses and hypocrites to mix with good people, yeah. Something mean! How could you, Gobnik? Now I know there's a word for how I am. Oh, avoidant personality disorder? Could be. Yeah, I mean, you can read about it. Yeah, I thought I had social anxiety disorder, which is similar. But apparently, people with social anxiety disorder are more likely to just not want to be in society. Like, they just feel, you know, an aversion to it, and so they're just like, nope, I'm okay with avoiding it. Something mean, you're fucking cute. Wait, that's not mean. How could you? Oh my god, Al, why? Next you're gonna start comparing me to, like, Pokemon, which are adorable. I stick around so I can make things lighter with my shitty jokes. Yay, they're not shitty. I love jokes. Aww. That sounds like a cute, like, Valentine's Day thing. Will you be my Sylveon? Sylvia Valentine? Evie Valentine? Just take away the milk because she's a tank? What? Sure. Is that a good thing? Is that like strong? Or I can blow people away? I'm not that strong. Yeah, anyway. So, go brrr and boom. Yeah, so the reason that, well, I took off because, it's because there's this huge divide between what I feel like I should do, or sorry, what I want to do, and what I need to do. Oh, I feel so good for you, Sogman, that happened. Blood means nothing to me now. Yep. I mean, it really shouldn't to begin with, honestly. Like, there's nothing different about, you know, people are people. They can be just as good or just as bad, no matter if they're related to you or not, means literally nothing. That's okay, I know what you mean, Super. I care for you too, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Jinxie. That is a whole lot. I like that people feel that way about me too. Taters. So, yeah, so what I want to do is I want to you know, stream at night because I'll feel the most comfortable. Because again, it's that, you know, don't be awake during the day thing. So I want to stream at night. I used to stream at midnight. It used to be midnight to 4 or whatever. And then be able to then go to bed. But of course that's not really what happens. Because I get like amped up after a stream because I'm like all like, things are well, people like me, that was fun. You know, most of my streams are like that. So I would be like all amped and excited, or maybe in addition to that, I'd be like, oh, there's this new thing that I, you know, saw or thought of that I want to start doing. So I'll start working on stuff. And that will keep me up like all night. Nope, my stream's still going. So... Sorry, I'm so distractible. Streaming after midnight, yeah! Just me? Oh, I'm sorry, Jinxie. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'll get, like, all amped. And just feel comfortable in general, right? Because my sleep schedule is generally, like, either I need medication to stop having nightmares, or I need to go to bed when I'm so exhausted that I can't physically stay awake. And that's generally what would happen with the late night streaming. Is I would stream really late, and I would do stuff until the next day, basically, and then just collapse at some point. Which is not healthy, because it also means I didn't have a routine of any kind. I wasn't eating well. I wasn't really of good mental stuff in general. So that's the stuff that I wanted to do, was I want to suddenly be better, you know? And I tried. Like, you know, oh, I'm gonna stream 10 to 2, and then I will get, be able to have some time to calm down. After that, you know, I can work for a couple hours, and I can go to sleep by 4. Or I can go to sleep by 6. You know, and then I'll get up in the next day, and then it'll be fine, and I'll get what I want. But I can't do that. Every time I try, it fails. Immediately. You know, so like even this most recent time, I had been streaming earlier in the day for like a week and a half, maybe 2 or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to night streaming. It's better. All I have to do is go to bed. I have medicine. Just take the medicine, lie down. There you go. No big deal. And I didn't do it. Oh. Was there working on stuff. 5:30 rolled around. That's when I was supposed to take my medicine and lay down so I can be asleep by 6. Get up at 2. You know, have a normal sleep schedule. And I just ignored it. And the back of my head was going, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Lay down. Take your medicine. Go to bed. And I just didn't do it. And that's happened every time that I've gone back to a late sleep schedule. This has happened. Yeah, exactly. It's like, bitch, go the fuck to sleep. And I'm just like, I'm in the middle of something. I'm just gonna work on this a little while longer. Ever tried Zizzzyquil? A scattered mind which intrusive thoughts start to win, and that tends to help. I wish. No, I'm on... I take gabapentin right now. Yep. It's something like hyperfocus. Yeah, it's actually mania. Or hypomania. Because with full mania, you generally get, like, delusions. I don't really get that. Thankfully. And I am on medication for it, so it's lessened, but it still happens. So yeah, so the medicine that I started on recently, it works. But it only works if I lie down. Cuz it's like a sedative, not a hypnotic, if anyone knows the difference between those. So it will make me feel very calm and kind of just be like, okay. Yeah, let's just chill. Let's go to sleep. Okay. Good. And then sleep. Whereas the other medicine that I took before was a hypnotic, which is literally like, oh, you're awake? No, you're not. And then you fall asleep. So that one would knock me out no matter what, but it kind of stops working. And then it just makes you have, like, want to binge eat, basically, is what it did to me. It can make other people want to do crazy stuff, like go, like, drive in the middle of the night without knowing that they're doing it. It also gives you, amnesia, which is not great. Like, you literally forget after you've taken it. Like 8 hours. Which I don't need any more of. Yes, it makes you go into a crappy horror game that people think is good. Oh, thank you, Jinxie. I'm sorry I had to switch to mobile. Hopefully you're not using up too much data or whatever. Amnesia, the Emmy files. That's basically true now, yes. Essentially, yeah. I still have amnesia either way, medicine or not. So, hey, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, sleep schedule and all that. So the thing that I want to do is magically be better. Be better through force of will. You know, just do the thing that I want to do and go, it's okay. I can control what I do. I can control my impulses and my habits, and I will make the right choices. But anyone who's spent any time being alive, human, knows that it is not that easy. That is very, very, very hard to change any habit, no matter how bad it is for you. Or how easy it would seem to not do it, you know? Someone's like, oh, I should eat better, you know? And then they order, like, friggin' large pizza. They're like, well, this is not eating better. This is the opposite of eating better. But I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. You know, and I'm already not a person with a ton of willpower, so... Or a lot of drive to do other things, you know? So it's not just wanting to have a healthier habit. It's wanting to have a healthier habit, which is in direct conflict to how I was raised. You know, the literal fear of going to bed. So, the thing that I need to do is I need to have my sleep schedule line up with Nyx's, because it's a very easy for me to go, she's in bed or going to bed, she expects me to be in bed, so I am. And then we just, you know, then I take my medicine and I fall asleep, because it's like a societal pressure, right? You know, it's like dinner time, you know, you sit down and you eat dinner together. You don't have to, but it's a thing that the expectation is there, and you would feel bad if you didn't. You would feel bad if you were like, oh, it's dinner time, and I just, you know, I just sat on my computer playing a video game. Have you considered keeping a journal to help with the amnesia? I have, but I don't know if it's from the amnesia. I can't remember to do things like that. Like, I forget to do stuff during the day, right? Like, I have certain chores that I have to do, or like things. It's like, oh, you know, remember to, like, you put the laundry in the washer, so just remember to move it later. So sometimes make like a timer, you know, that can help. But you can't have a timer for everything. So what I would instead do is like make like to-do list, right? But I'll make a to-do list and then I'll forget to use it. You know, I'll forget to check it. You know, because I'll do my morning or whatever stuff that I usually do early in the day. But then I'll also get like caught up into doing something else. Like I'll read my email and see some like, you know, cool new software being developed. And I'm like, I gotta go check that out. And then it's like, oh, it's on Booth. I'm like, oh, cool, let's see what new Booth stuff they got. Oh, look at this cool dress. Oh, you know, ooh, I bet, you know... like, literally, this everything, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I have like 2 things I haven't shown anybody yet that I've been working on, and just... You know, they're not even... They're like done, but... I don't know. Anyway. I wish that would help. It is kind of like that, yeah. It is kind of like doom scrolling. I can clean it, but I can't keep it that way. Or bother to fully do it. No, it's the opposite for me. It's where it's easy for me to do something once. Like, absolutely, like, destroy doing something. Like, once or twice, and then completely fail at it. Fail at doing it anymore. So yeah, so the need to do is need to go to sleep when Nyx does, which is 10 p.m. my time. Now, obviously, that is not a great time to go to bed if you are a streamer, you know? Because I think most people are watching, you know, probably like 5 to midnight or 5 to 2 a.m. And I don't mean somebody is watching, one person is watching. I mean like the, you know, the average of people are watching sometime between when they would generally get home from work around 5 p.m. to like when they would definitely be going to bed late at night. So the earlier schedule I was doing would have been like noon to 5, which I don't think a lot of people are doing. Like maybe they are. I'm just like worried for nothing. But I have no idea. And I would do like, oh, you go to bed at 10, so we'll just stream earlier, stream like 5 to 10 or 6 to 10. It's like, yeah, I could, but then I would never see my wife because she works from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then gets home around 4:30. So if I was streaming at 5 or streaming at 6, you know, we wouldn't even have time to eat dinner together. So that's not really an option either. So the best we could come up with would be some early days, like some 12 to 5, and some late, where, you know, it's not that I would never see her, it's just I wouldn't see her every day. Which is, you know, it's not the compromise that I want, but it's a compromise that might work. But still, it's different, and In a phone meeting for work, so I haven't been able to rack much, I want to say. Aww. Thank you, Rev. Oh, that means so much to me. Thank you. Yeah, Rev, you've been around forever, too. With that little first next to your name. So, oh, right. So my fear is, and that's the reason why I keep, you know, being like, oh, I'm changing my work schedule. I'm changing my sleep schedule to early. Oh, I'm going late. I'm going early, going late. Because I know I keep doing that. I keep changing it. And I'm worried that I keep, you know, annoying people with that. Which is why I kind of wanted to come on here and explain to everyone. But, my concern there is that, you know, I'm already not successful. You know, like, I know, I don't know, I hope, and I think that I will grow, as a streamer over time, that I will get bigger, that I will have, more people willing to support me financially, and it won't be, you know, because I can't really do this if I'm not making any money. I kind of have to, like I need to be able to support myself and my family, and if I'm not successful at this, then I'll probably have to go and be successful at something else, or just continue to get jobs, or honestly the thing that I'd probably be doing would be like DoorDash, like delivery, which isn't bad. I don't want to knock that as a job. It does make money, but this is so much more than a job to me. And I know that if I had a regular job, like a regular time job, I wouldn't do this. I would be overwhelmed by it. Like, VTubing is the thing that would drop off. And it's too important for that to happen to me. It's so much more than I mean, I want to make a living on it, but it's not a job. It's, I don't know how to qualify it. This big life-changing thing, the second light in my life, other than my wife and our marriage. Not even lifestyle. It's like, I don't want to say second wife, but it is similar to that. It's like this really, really important thing that you can't imagine going without. And the thought that you potentially would have to is like, it's very terrifying. So my worry is that even though I'm growing, it's slow. And it hasn't, you know, panned out to anything. You know, like if you had a job where you didn't make any money for a year, people would be like, what the hell are you doing? Stop doing that job. Go find another one. So even though I am growing, it's slow and I'm not there yet. And my worry is that if I move to an early time, then I'm just shooting my stream in the foot, and I'm not gonna be able to be successful like ever. Thank you, Kyra. I love you too. You can go weeks of getting new followers and subs and go a month or so of nothing changing. Yeah, I have seen that. I had like a couple really good months, and then like a couple not great ones. It's kind of like, what? This is weird. Welcome back, Thunderbird! I hope the rest of your work went well. Yeah, so that's my fear. Is that if I move my schedule earlier, that this will somehow fail. That all the, you know, the people who come to watch me, or most of them, won't be able to show up. You know, and they'll be upset about it, obviously, and maybe they'll try and, like, work it into their lives. They'll be like, you know, it's not an ideal time, but I want to come by and support this person that I care about. But people don't necessarily do stuff that's inconvenient for a long time, so they also might, you know, give up and and not come by anymore, and then that would be yet another person who both I would miss seeing and, you know, can't contribute anything, can't support me. And I hate that I have to keep saying that. I don't want to make people seem like, oh yeah, you're numbers to me. But if it has to be a job, of course I would miss you, Gopnik. Are you kidding me? Yes, I would miss you. Gross. Never mind. Am I your number 5? Like Johnny 5? Eh. Or do you mean like number of subs? Or number of subscribers? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Just a bad joke? Oh. Yeah, 5 alive. So I'm worried about that. And that worry about that is so... It becomes so big. Because, you know, I'll start doing morning streams and it'll be like, oh, this is great. People are showing up. This is fine. It'll be okay. But then I won't get as many follows. And, you know, my average viewers will be down. And then I'll raid out and it'll be 7 people or 11 people. When it used to be, you know, 18, 22, or 28. You know, and I know numbers don't mean everything. I know a lot of those people aren't actually even there. But when you're... If this was just a hobby, then I would agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, I don't care. People watch when they watch. What difference does it matter? It doesn't matter. But I have to worry about that. I have to make money. Hello, EG, welcome. How are you doing today? Oh no, why didn't the love work? I don't know why that didn't work. It was having some problems earlier. I'm just opening up the thingy again. Make money, get bitches. Yeah. Only in this case, bitches is food. And rent. Oh, I see. It's just like broken. Whoa, look, you can see. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no, a mouse! Weep, 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 weep. Ah, stop. Weep, 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 weep. No. Weep, 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 weep. Why? Gross. Get it out of my mouth. I guess when I re-added tits, I had like the capture cursor on, because that's what I'm on right now. They closed. Let me reopen it. Disregard wenches obtained currency. Welcome back, Alice. Basically talking about the same stuff. So, short story, very, very, very long. 2 hours long. That is both why There, should probably work now. Yay! Oops. Wrong button! What? I didn't get rid of it. There we go. Yay! Now it's working. Yeah, so that. So short. So short story, very long. I am worried that... Yeah. that if I change my stream time to early, it will be... it will end up making me fail at VTubing. And that they'll have to give it up. And I can't. I can't. I don't know what I would do. I would be so miserable. Because it's like a second, a little less important marriage, kinda. You know, not like a second wife, but that sounds a little weird. I believe you'll find the perfect set time. Yeah, I'm sure I will. It's really more about, like, I don't know, getting myself the courage to do it without, I don't know. Yeah, I do have plenty of channel point rewards, actually. I just turned them off for the serious topics. Thought about streaming, but I don't like the sound of my voice. Trans my voice doesn't sound femme at all. You know, I did too at first. I mean, I didn't sound like this when I first started streaming. I mean, you can go on my YouTube and go to the early ones. You'll be like, oh, she sounds different. Hello, thank you for the follow. Average beta male cuck. Welcome. Not sure if you're trolling or not, but hi. That is a name, yeah. Oh, wait, check your watch. Wait for it. You should see the names of War Thunder, good God. Oh, I believe you. I don't know how to make it femme. I don't know either. I mean, obviously, I haven't. I get that all the time. Like, you sound like a 50-year-old man. I'm like, all right, well, cool. So why are you here? So yeah, so that's where we are. Is I know what I need to do, and it's just been hard. But I think you all will be on board. It's just been hard for me to, you know, make the decision to do the healthy thing and then actually stick to it. You can make yourself sound 50. It's called voice acting. Yeah. I thought it was very strange, too. Like, one person in particular had said that recently. Where they were like, They had said that. Like, your voice isn't... Wait, like, why do you have a model like that? Or they're like, I was gonna simp on you hardcore, but now with that voice... You know? That voice isn't realistic. And I'm like, are you kidding? I do magic. Look at my eyes. Have you seen a human IRL with these eyes? No? Maybe don't worry about it. What? Was it that person? I can't believe you remember them. No, that was at least kind of funny. Because I think I was like, how do you know I'm not? Like, you're not here. How do you know that? I'll bend over backwards to help you out where I can. Yeah, thank you, Jinxie. People are dumb. They are. That's for Lude's Day. How do you know it's not Lude's Day? You're not here. You don't know. That's high. Alright, well, I definitely feel better. Thank you everyone for listening. Yeah. So that is to say, after all that, my actual plans going forward would be, we made up a schedule. Where's my phone? And of course I just didn't stick to it because I was scared. I was like, oh no, I can't do this schedule. I have to suddenly change it back. So it was... I will definitely be streaming... Feeling butter? Sorry, I have an ear infection. You know what? I do like to feel butter. Butter is delicious. Just want to, like, jump in a big vat of butter. Despite everything I've been through, I have great days because of people like you. Same! I know. That's why I can't give it up. I can't. They all mean too much to me. Get to 12 pounds of butter. You know what? I can eat it eventually. Thank you, Al. So yeah. So let's see, I put, Friday would be a late day, so Friday would be 5 to 10. So I would have late days, which would be like 5 to 10. And then early days, which would be 12 to 5. Yay! Welcome back, Meta! And then a Gantz collab day in there. Which is later, it'd probably be like 8 to midnight-ish. You know, staying up late like one night is fine. It's just it can't be a habit. So, yeah, probably like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. One of those would be with Gantz, and then Friday would be 5 to 10. Saturday would be 12 to 5 because I also have Saturday night with Nyx playing Danganronpa. Sunday probably off. That might change depending. I might start taking Thursdays off instead. Yeah, so basically three early days, 3 late days. And then one of the, I think it's one of the late days is with Gantz. Going a little bit later. Or whoever, if I do, you know, if we finish up our collab and someone else. I might do something with someone else. I'm not sure. It's really hard for me to... Gantz has really been the only person that I've been, like, comfortable with enough to really, like, do collabs on an ongoing basis. You know, maybe I could with Ori when she comes back. Butter works, but Crisco is better. It doesn't evaporate and holds heat well. Wait, for what? Crisco is better for, like, lining the inside of pans. And for certain foods. I like butter because it tastes good, but it's not great for certain things. Because, like you said, it, like, separates. Better for the imagination! Oh. Oh. It doesn't taste as good. It's funny that we're all here together because we have gone through something that we never want others to go through. I would say not everybody. I'm sure there's probably like 1 or 2 people in chat who are like, nah, I've had a pretty good life. Right? Maybe not. Maybe you wouldn't be watching me if that were the case. That fried butter, though. Hey, you went to Hibachi Grill to cook with this big thing of butter on the table. It went, woo, ice cream, and I took a bite of it? What? What a jerk. Why would he do that? I would have eaten it too. But they were like, this is... Actually, if it was butter, I probably would have been like, well, it's in my mouth now. I can't unput it in my mouth. Hope Ori is doing okay. She is. She's had a lot of work to do, and probably like a couple like pretty stressful stuff in her life. But overall, yeah, she's just very busy. Like she's very busy with like other stuff. I don't want to like divulge anything she might not want to talk about herself, but very busy. You know, good, but you know, she misses us. She misses streaming. My life is weird. I had a good but not so good life. Hard to explain. Yeah, I mean, it's the same, right? Because if I laid out everything that happened in my life, there would be many, many good things to point to. Like, yeah, I had tons of good experiences. I mean, that's mostly what I talk about, you know? Like, I'll talk about dark stuff on a stream every now and then, but generally, when I'm talking about stuff that happened in my life, when I'm talking about stuff on stream, it's usually good, you know? Because a lot of good things have happened. It's just that the bad things that happened, like, changed who I am and how I interact with the world way more than the good stuff has. At this point in my life, I've mostly just said, fuck it, that's such a good... If you could do that, absolutely do. Yeah. Yep, Gopnik, it's like, that's different, but it feels very, like, similar. Hello, X! I mean, and we all have stuff that we go through, too. It's, you know, there's no way to compare your life to someone else's. You know? It's just not a way to live life, you know? You can't be like, oh, well, you're not allowed to be upset, or you shouldn't be upset because you could be, you know... You could be a starving 5-year-old. It's like, yeah, you could. You could be that, and that would be worse. But, you know... That's not happening to you, and you can't live your life based on that. Most people's lives are a mixed bag. Sometimes you reach in and take out a piece of candy. Other times you reach in and your hand is now covered in fire ants. Ah, the good old fire ants. You're very true. Sometimes someone else spills the bag of fire ants on you. You didn't even want the candy. Just a simple person who doesn't like to vent to other people. I generally don't. I just felt like it was important. Why are the ants on fire? So they can't bite you anymore. You're important, got him. It's true. I'll be covered in fire ants and still eating the candy regardless. I love that sentiment, EG. Yes. Let's all eat the fire ants. Oh, with the candy. This is like super tiny now. Let's put it back up here. Yeah, just spicy ants. There is an ant that is eaten regularly. Is it a ant? It's a. Is this a ants we're about to hear? Like a pun, I mean. Alright, so. Trigger warning gone, and I feel so much better. And hopefully, oh, people actually do eat them. Honeypot ants. I think I've heard of them. My biggest issue is my damn student loans. That's still an issue. They're sucking up your money all the time. A 5 or 6 I squished it with my finger, looked at it, and ate it? And let me tell you, ants literally are spicy. Oh, I'm sure they are. I've eaten an okay amount of bugs. Not intentionally. There's a lot I feel like I should say, but I'm no good with words. I'm glad you feel a bit better. I mean, thank you, Jay. You really don't, actually, have to say anything. Like, nobody being in chat and not saying something is going to... I'm not going to be like, oh no, you didn't say something. Because I'm the same way. You know? I'll let somebody know that I'm there, but... It could be pretty hard for me to, like, come up with the right things to say. Thank you, young Gobnik. Future generations will learn from your sacrifice. Thank you for the head pats, Nitro. Alright. I have to take a break. It's been over 2 hours. And... I was gonna say if y'all are okay with it. But I think I'm gonna do it either way. Even if you're not. I want to play a game. I want to play Galgun 2. Because it was not Halloween. It was Valentine's Day yesterday. And I saw this game. And I was like, oh shit. I should play this for Valentine's Day. And then I remembered that it was the Gantz collab. And then I didn't do that either. So, still. Late rather than never. I played that game, it's great. I have not. It looks funny. You shoot ladies with love. Who doesn't like that? Yeah, a lot of things I shouldn't have. Worms and ant scorpions, random ass berries from trees, booty. There's at least one thing in there that you're definitely welcome to eat. Scorpions. I did kick his ass in Street Fighter Alpha, yes. I'm not necessarily good at that game. Kind of, if somebody who knows fighting games watched me play it, they'd be like, what the heck are you doing? But it was fun. Made with love and guns. Played in VR. Oh yeah, it keeps bringing that up. Every time I launched it, it was like, Steam VR is not connected. I'm like, shut up, I'm not playing in VR. Leave me alone. Talking about on-rail shooters in Gangsta Stream not too long ago. Is it an on-rail shooter? Yeah, we were talking about House of the Dead, I think. Alright, I legit have to go. Break. I'll be back very shortly. 30-second ad. Love you all. If you gotta go, that's cool. If not, see you soon. Different music.
I hope whatever you've got going on gets better.
Right?
I hope however you're feeling is better.
Yes.
And we love you and we're here. And I hope that listening to me make a goddamn fool of myself on the internet will bring you some joy.
It will. Thank you, Nix.
We did it! We did it, everybody.
Pizza nugget!
Continue.
Sweet nugget! And what was that game on the servers? It looked good as well. No, don't shut me out! No, not me! Uncle Pingu, you don't have to shut me out! Oh my god, no!
I mean, it's a pretty good stick. I've killed bosses with it. Like,
Okay, there, done. Alright, yeah, I got hit with cheesecake. There.
I'm gonna get some rest, so get the fuck out of here. Okay, I understand. I'll take my leave. Call me when you locate Nordica, okay? Or if you just want to, like, get lunch or something. I'm pretty lonely after I got broken up with, and it is really hard to stalk people these days. Yes.
Oh, great Kakariko, who are in the sky of cake. Bring me the delicious goodies of any that I can use. I wish upon you, I beg upon you, almighty Kakariko. Be gentle with my tender ass. It is fragile as fuck right now. Kakariko, be pleased. Oh god, I pressed the wrong button. Oh my goodness.
I hope you guys are just as excited for 20 years. Yeah, the Lord taught it. By Lord, I mean our Lord and Savior, Duke D.O.
go down the elevator. I don't know.
Are you trying to kill yourself?
I'm not trying to kill myself. I'm trying to
I
explore.
see you trying to jump over the wall towards the area with the unfinished textures. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen over there? Dixie, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen over there?
Treasure.
Oh, you're gonna fall to your death again.
I cannot force a child out of it. Well, you know... Let's not say it like that, okay? I just gave them food. They decided to have a child, not me. I'm not paying child support. It was their decision.
I hope whatever you've got going on gets better. I hope however you're feeling is better. And we love you and we're here. And I hope that listening to me make a goddamn fool of myself on the internet will bring you some joy.
You killed the concept monster in Dark Souls? What is it? What does it look like?
And sometimes I just get paid off for doing dumb risks like that. So that's... Aww.
It was a tentacle and it was awful. Yes, I had a tentacle in my mouth. Did I like it? Absolutely not. There. Don't clip that.
Yeah, don't clip that. Yeah, and we clipped it. Thank you! Thank you, Gopnik. I do feel welcome to be back. Here we go. Oh right, I still have the weird ambient music on. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's right. I turned the music off, but by God, I love the VR vision. I almost broke my back playing it. I have no idea. Are you like Matrix dodging around? Think about it. You can probably guess why. Oh, yeah. I can guess why. Is Galgon okay on Twitch? I thought it was banned. Yeah, I looked it up because I was like, this is similar mechanic to like Criminal Girls, right? But I don't think it is. I think that's more about the like the weird like S&M torture kind of stuff. Those are corpse factories. Oh God. Oddly, I love the story of these games. Is their story? Criminal Girls is far different. Oh, now you're not gonna connect controller? You gotta do this to me now. It was disconnected earlier. Oh, thank you for being here, crazy dude. Have a good night. Bye. Yeah, do your best to not die. Please. Nobody's allowed to die. Okay, I have to... I guess I have to get up? Oh no, I can exit the game with this. So I have the mouse. Exit. Yeah, get to see my screen. I should probably hide that. Just for now. Originally for PS2. What? I don't think so. The first one might have been. Add a Bluetooth device. Oh, what? Now it's connected? What the heck? It was like, no, we're not going to be connected during the game. Loading. And it's going to open VR. Get out of here. Masakate kudasai. I haven't watched this yet. Masaka. Department unknown. Oh. Tageto. Ooh. There's that devil girl? Oh, it's like the little devil. Oh my god, no! We can't play this! What? Okay. Kimochi! Yeah! I feel like we know what we're getting into with this, right? Garugan 2! Pay attention to the story. Okay, I will. Look out, anime OPs always spoil the plot. Oh, they spoiled the plot, okay. Sengoku Kagami's House of the Dead. It does kind of look like that, right? Yeah, the big plots. Yeah, the average size plots, honestly. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get reset properly. Your friend is playing an ecchi game, friend. I'll play it for the story, right? Oh, wait. I just forgot.